guys, this tutorial is going to show you how to use Toontastic 3D. You're going to launch the Toontastic 3D app with a little monkey and the 3D goggles, and some music will play, so make sure that you have the volume turned down or you have your headphones in. So it's going to take you to the screen where you can add a new Toontastic, so you'll hit the plus button to start a new movie. We're going to choose the short 3-part story here because you're going to either do the beginning, the middle, or the end of the story. Now, depending on what you've chosen, you're just going to pick one of the scenes to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the middle.
The middle, where something happens, like a problem.
Now, if you just tap that, that's kind of an intro. It gives you some step-by-step instructions. But here, you'll see all the different settings that you can pick from. So you can just scroll through and pick one. So I'm going to pick this setting here. Okay. And then I'm going to select my characters just by clicking on the ones that I want, depending on the scene. Once I have my characters, I'm going to select the next button here. And then I can place my characters in my scene anywhere. Now notice that this scene I can move around a little bit. So I want this to be my scene rather than the other one. So I'm going to add her here and add my other guy over here. You can make them larger and smaller just by pinching and zooming. And they each have their own little dance moves. If you tap on them once or twice, they start to dance. Okay, so now we need to record our audio to retell the story. You're going to hit the start button up here at the top. It's going to give you a countdown in 3, 2, 1, and you are going to record and move your characters at the same time. So here I'm just dragging my finger across to move the characters, and when I'm done I'm going to hit the stop button here at the top to stop the recording, and then it's going to put me in a preview mode.
Record and move your characters.
Now you may not be hearing the sound, but that's okay. It is giving me a preview, and then you can also select a background music if you want, depending on the scene, and then when you're done, click the checkbox. Now again, depending on time, you are going to be able to create a second scene, but for the most part you guys are going to just create the one. So once that scene is completely done, you're going to hit the finish button. The title of your movie needs to be your name, and then the director, let's make sure that we select or type in the class period. And then hit the check mark right here on the side to complete the export of your video. Now you do not want to close out of this app until the rendering process is done. So watch your final product. And then, so you'll see this little white bar. Once this white bar gets all the way to the end, you can hit the X. And now we're ready to do our final export. This saves the video to the camera roll so that we can set it up or send it to Google Classroom. So click Export. It's going to hit Save to my library. Notice you have a little progress bar here. Do not close this app until the progress bar is finished and you get the message that it's been saved to your library. Alright, this is the message that you will have. That's a wrap, exported to your library, and now you can close out of the app and you will find your video in the photo gallery of your iPad, and it should be listed right here in your photo roll. So now we will be ready to import it into Google Classroom, and that will be the next video.